Well, good morning, Interbet fans and all you race goers who are very keen on today's Scottsville meeting, Saturday the 4th of July. I've been up all night because I've been so excited, because it really is a cracking card and should be superb racing. 22 pentrometer, 3 meter false rail, 10 race card, and we kick off at 11:10. That's why we'll get this out a bit earlier this morning. 1500 meters just after we've got the final fields, because we need to know the scratchings is maiden juvenile plate. 1500 meters the first race. Well, the change in distance will make a difference. Zivela Winter, I think, is a big improver in this race. Have a close look at it. The favorite is Contact Zone from Vaughan Marshall. Sean Veal rides this. He rode it last time. Got to have a big chance in the race. Crimson King is my fancy, though. He's my first choice. So Warren Kennedy for Glenn Cotson. The stable's in tremendous form. I think that he'll love the trip as he showed last time. And he's a big runner. He's a very nice horse. Chapter and Verse, look for big improvement from him. I thought he was quite a nice horse. And there was one other, Vars Illusion, Alda de Mayo for Glenn Cotson. But I think that Crimson King's the right one of Glenn Cotson's runners. Race 2, maiden plate, 2,400 meters. And I'm going strongly with number 3, Tyrrell's Bullet from the Cornet Special. Lyle Hewitson rides him, and I think that there's a big jockey up. I think the distance is exactly what he's been looking for. Is a perfect race for him. One of the dangers, well, obviously the next two in the betting, Sam Verde with Marcus and Rock with me, look like the two big dangers. All-time high looking for this trip as well, so put him into all your play. He goes into everything, and Noble Flight should run well, although Veal has jumped off him. Race 3, Merry Rated 81, 2,400 meters, and this is not an easy race. I like Sunny to build a toy with Marcus on, and I think 3-1 there is some value, but it's very open. Before Noon's got good form. He looks like he's ready and fit, and he's had 2 runs since the comeback, so he's got to be pretty close. Land of Mystery, well, will he stay? That's a big question about him. And Smart Socks, I think he might be better on the poly. We found him last time on the poly, and he won a good race. Right, we get to the Pick 6 carryovers, the Cup Trial, 1,750 meters, and to me it's a field race. My old friend Born to Perform, he looks pretty well in the race like this. The second favorite is Herodotus. I'm not sure that he's up to this task. He didn't run a bad race behind Bulgarian, but he certainly doesn't seem well weighted in a race like this. Nexus is your favorite, and this is why I think there's a field race, because if you take Collateral Form Line through More Magic and Magnificent 7, you'll find Nexus is not actually that well in with 55.5. Richard Furey rides for Justice Nath. He might be better than thought of, though. More Magic, definitely got a chance, but he's only a 2-time winner. Cat Daddy, I think this horse probably needs one more run to get him to the right trip as well. Gigi Dynasty, always there or thereabouts, but I don't think he can be Born to Perform at these weights. Pack Leader, good last run. Roy's Rivera, big runner, big outsider. That's why I'm going the whole field. Race 5, the Alan Robertson, 1,200 meters, and I make this a 5-cornered contest. And basically, you might not need as many as these, but Vivid Jet, you don't know how good this Visionaire filly is of Mark Dixon's. She won extremely well first time out. I'm not sure there was that good a field, but it wasn't that bad a time. Rapid Fire holds Afternoon Tea on the way she won, and there's been winners out of her race that she won. I think that she'll improve over as time goes on, and I expect her to run extremely well. Gavin Lorena takes a ride on her. That's a big up. Winter Smoke, that dawdled in first time out, and that's your favorite. Even money, there's no value in this filly at all, but she might be very good, but even money is tight. Delta Queen, well, she was hot favorite last time and she got beaten, and she got beaten by Veronici, who's obviously comes into the race with a huge chance, because you don't know how good this Vercingetorix of Gareth Van Zels is. And then Ecstatic Green, very good win, and I think that she might be a lot better than rated too. So all of those go into my play. Race 6, the Gold Medallion, 1,200 meters. Well, in first looking at it, you've got to go with Tempting Fate. He might be the best horse around. He's the best in KwaZulu-Natal. And then Eric the Red looks like the best in the Cape. And at level weights, they should be the two to fight it out. I'm putting in Prince Koresh. I think he's a really good horse I see they put the blinkers on him. And then a green light to heaven. Go and have a look at this Pom run, and you'd expect him to run extremely well. The last run cannot be his form. There's got to have been something wrong. But that they're running him so quickly back means that they're quite confident he's okay. Race 7 is filly sprint and three-cornered contest. I think it's basically Celtic Sea and Run Fox Run. They should be the two, but then I'm going to put in True to Life as well. She's won the course and distance. She's won the Alan Robertson. She's a very, very good filly, this True to Life. Actually, I'm not thinking of True to Life, I'm thinking of another filly. But True to Life is a very, very good filly, and I think that she should go into all your play as well. And she's from Jan-Janse van Vuren, they're in great form. Golden Horse Sprint, Grade 1. Well, you need as many as possible here, because the 3-year-olds look like they're pretty well in. Frosted Gold, Eden Rock, Nvidia, they look like they're really well in a race like this, and the Icky Guy. And I think that the winner might come from them. But then look at the old horses. You've got Casimir, who's the best sprinter around. And then Ultra Magnus looks like a big improver, although he's held by Warrior's Rest at the weights. And Chimichurri Run looks like he had a good warm-up. He'd probably be better over this trip. Cartel Captain. It's a tough race. Even Fabian comes into the race with a chance, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him getting some type of place money. Race 9, Pinnacle, 1,000 meters, and another open race. The favorite here, well, it's pretty open. There's quite a number of them. Goliath Heron's my first choice. I like this horse, and I think that he's turned into quite a nice sprinter. I expect him to run pretty well. Dennis Trier stepped out a couple first time after a bit of a break. What of the rest of them? Okay, let's have a look. Candy Galore, very fast, and she's got a big chance at the weights, Candy Galore. She gets Warren, which is a big, big plus. Her last run wasn't bad at all, and she certainly holds great chalk on that. Filippo, we've got some form. Traces, very good horse, one eye, maybe. Skidoo looks like the best of the Cape horses, certainly with 2.5 kilograms claim that's going to help him. I'm pleased to meet you. Gavin Larina rides us, don't leave out of anything. This is the best horse in the race. He's weighted the best horse in the race. Hard to beat. Right, race 10. Well, if you get to this race and you're in trouble, which we hope we're not going to be, Master of Destiny, Sean Veal, Dennis Dry won in a canter last time. Fred is the favourite. I see no value in him. I know they think he's a good horse. I've never been impressed. My bet on the race would be Open Sea at 11 to 1, 12 to 1. Take an each way bet on him. Black Fox, got to have a very big chance. He was extremely unlucky last time, and if this doesn't come too quickly, he'll be right there. So they look like the ones to fight it out. All in all, a tremendous day at Scottsville, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Bet with Interbet. You get the best odds, and you get all the tote prices with no deduction. So have an excellent day at Scottsville. I'm really looking forward to a fantastic day's racing. Remember, we've got rugby before then, and kick off 9 o'clock in New Zealand. From me, James Goodman, and the whole Interbet team, have a good one.